and here's my son right there. Y'all, I was doing my hair and I was telling my son, it looks like I have a bald spot right here. Y'all know I don't wear weave. I haven't done anything to pull my hair from the scalp. Only thing I can see is the last perm I got, because when I did the last perm, my hair was nice and thick. It was the perm, but the perm I get is that perm you mix and you put. It's a thing you protect your hair before you even put the perm in it. So I don't think it's that. But let me tell y'all what happened. And I've mentioned this before, and I may put this up before I put that up. Y'all, a lot of the stuff that you buy online is not the authentic merchandise. Some of the things that I purchased that is not authentic is some Nike short sets, in which I'm still waiting to get my money back from them, and I've sent them back, and the company received them on April 1st. And to date, the 13th, I haven't gotten my money back. I've reached out to them, I've contacted them, and I still haven't gotten my money, $130-something. And so they have until Friday. I'm writing my state attorney general and theirs. And I'm going to call the Federal Consumer Protection, because I went on, this is my fault, because I went on the Better Business Bureau site. They are not accredited, and there have been so many complaints. In fact, I need to go and do one today. Carol, how many times you gonna mention that? Anyway, hey y'all, I did get the money refunded back to my account because I just called the credit card company. I did get my money back. I just have a lot to do. I have a lot of claims to file. I still haven't done my income tax. And so I just have a lot to do right now. We did have our church fee, and that was a success yesterday. So now I ain't got to focus on that, because I be focused on planning, purchasing, and things like that, because I'm particular about how things are. But anyway, that's over. So I got a lot to do. But what I'm telling y'all, all that to tell you this. I got this Nairobi. My daughter told me about it. Oh, it's been probably 2 years now. I've been using it on my hair. It's a foaming wrap lotion. And so the first time I ordered it, it was fine. It was thick, it's like tacky to touch or whatever. And so I purchased it again. So the second time I purchased it, I thought I purchased it from the Nairobi's thing. It's supposed to be their site online. But I read on the back of the bottle, and it says, cannot authenticate if it's not purchased from a beauty salon. I'm like, wait a minute, even on Amazon, and they say the Nairobi site? But, so that, I don't think is the real deal. Y'all, I've gotten outfits that wasn't the real deal. I've gotten shoes they said wasn't the real thing. I've gotten, what else it was I got? All kinds of perfumes and colognes. And the reason why I know is because it's the not projecting, and stuff like that. That's what lets you know. So I'm mad, because I spend my money on this, and that stuff for my hair ain't cheap. I paid, I think right at $30 for it. So anyway, yeah. But I'll get back with y'all. I want y'all to be careful when you ordering online. Make sure you go to the site. And make sure that you go to the Better Business Bureau and see if this site is accredited, because there's a lot of scamming going on. And this particular site, every time I open my page, they're advertising the top. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, April 15th, tax day. I just had my taxes prepared yesterday. How's everybody doing? Welcome all my new subscribers. Y'all know it's always just love over here. Just love and inspiring, updating, educating about something I've experienced. So y'all, I think I may have mentioned it. Dang, there's a lot of cars coming here. I should have sped off. I may have mentioned that it's early morning, y'all. I usually don't be out this early, but I love it. I love the way it looks because it's an overcast day. But I got a dash thing. I need to use it. But anyway, I just wanted to come on and tell y'all, I've talked about this before, and I'm gonna keep elaborating on it until I get some results. So this company I told y'all that had sold me these items that they were defective actually, and they were supposed to be Nike items, and they aren't, and you can tell by the quality. And so I contacted them several times. One time the guy came on the phone, he answered, and he told me to hold on, and he got to talking and hollering at other people. He never did answer the phone. So then I just went online and I emailed him, because I don't have time to be waiting to listen to you talk to your employees or whatever. So anyway, I sent him an email. They sent me the return thing. I returned it. Maybe I shouldn't go this way. But anyway, I returned the items. I paid for them to ship it to me. I paid to have it shipped back. And I contacted them once I saw what the person signed for it on April 1st. Today has been 2 weeks. I know usually they tell you, well, it may take 5 to 10 business days or whatever. I've gotten it a lot, so I'm aware of that. However, the problem I have with that is you didn't take all that time to get your money, and once you got your merchandise, there was no need to hold on to my money. So I tried calling them twice. I get the thing that says your wait is more than 30 minutes. It'll be easy if you email, but they didn't email back. So the other night, I got up in the middle of the night. I think it was Saturday. It may have been Sunday. So I had this thing where sometimes I get up like 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. I can't sleep. So I'll get up and handle business. I'll wash clothes. I'll do things in the house. And I think that happened from when I was in school and I had kids and they were involved in activities and stuff. I would get up in the middle of the night to study. And it really helped. It really paid off. But anyway, I wrote them and I just explained to them that I ordered those things for my son. His money back so he can buy him some more items. How about they responded, didn't say anything? You know how you could, they read the mail and like they sent something, but the only thing they sent was a signature at the bottom. There was no correspondence other than they saw the thing and sent that. So I'm looking to see if my money is going to be there. I use my Amazon Visa to make that purchase, and so they don't give you the option to use PayPal. That's why I like PayPal, because you can dispute and they'll give you your money back. So make sure, y'all, and I'm gonna say this again. I've said it before. I may take it out the other time because I wanted to elaborate on it. So when I had so the first thing I bought from this company, I bought my son a Nike tracksuit. Regular $200, I think I paid $79 for it. So when I got it, I was like, this don't seem like Nike quality. You know what I'm saying? Now, I have gotten Nike stuff for a good price at Dillard's. You know how they have those sales where it's clearance, and then if you have a Dillard's credit card, you get like 45% off and stuff like that. But anyway, so I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is another company because it's a discount outlet. I was like, okay, well, maybe they know how to shop and stuff like that. And the quality, well, I was like, okay, it's got Nike in the inside. So I left it alone. All right. So that's why I went ahead and ordered these things. But I should have known better. And so then I thought about it. I said, well, let me go look at the Better Business Bureau and see. They don't even have a rating with the Better Business Bureau. So I was like, oh, hell. And then so many people wrote the same thing that I'm experiencing. They purchased items, it wasn't right. They sent it back. They bought perfume for the wife. It wasn't the right thing. They sent it back, or they called them, didn't get a response. They refunded the items and sent them back to the place, and they never did get their money. One man said it was like 4 months he hadn't gotten his money. But I told her in that letter, I said, my attorney advised me to try to be civil. And as a business owner myself, I'm just, I understand, sometimes it's difficult. You're not making sales, and any little money you get, it's a blessing. But not at my expense, brother. So I had almost sent the information to the AG office, because if they don't give me my money, I'm contacting my state of New York, because that's where they're from, and the federal. When I did federal, but there's a federal consumer protection agency, because Senator Elizabeth Warren headed that before, because they've gotten a lot of money back for people. Remember during the housing crisis in 2008? And those people, what happened was they didn't qualify for the loans, but they got them anyway, and they ended up losing the money. They filed a lawsuit, and a lot of those people got their money back. So I don't believe in using people. I don't believe in you selling items that's supposed to be quality. And now, if you go and buy something that you know is not the real deal, and they tell you replicas, then that's your fault. But I didn't purchase a Nike replica. I wanted the real deal. That's why I would pay that much for it. Because I paid more for those short sets than I paid for athletic wear 2-piece fleece. But anyway, I had started on Amazon getting subscriptions for Persil. And this is not sponsored, but I like Persil laundry detergent. Now the liquid is good. I just don't like liquid laundry detergent, because to me it's messy. The little cup, when you flip it back over, it spills, or you have to end up rinsing it out. And to me, that's wasteful. But anyway, maybe just a call out. Anyway, so when I first started getting it, my clothes smell so good. I use the Persil, and I use the Downy Pods. I like the April Fresh, but that other one is an Ocean Mist, the white. I love that one. My clothes smell so good. Even at the end of the day, even in the laundry basket to be washed with the soiled clothes smell good. I'm not lying, y'all. So I went ahead and got the subscription, right? So the last time I got it, using the same exact thing, my clothes would literally smell like they hadn't been washed at all. This formula is not the same. If you buy something all the time, you know it. Just like I told y'all the other video, I purchased the Nairobi foaming gel. Now I did my hair again. This held up a little better. Now sometimes I think my problem is I don't let my hair dry all the way. And so like this side wasn't all the way dry Sunday. But it's okay. It's okay. But what I'm saying is, it's almost like, they say, like when you start a subscription, the original formula they send you is not going to be the continual formula, and it's just not fair. Let's see, I'm looking about something. I hadn't seen it before, but for some reason this video popped up. I don't know why it popped up on my channel, but it was a funeral. And so this lady, she was at the front of the church, and she was saying, y'all didn't like my son. She she touched the casket. She said, I did this. She said, y'all didn't never do anything for my son. She said, and you knew it wasn't right. Whoever the lady was she was talking to was sitting right down the front row. Maybe that was his dad. Her mom wouldn't do nothing for the child, but I guess sometimes people like that. But I'm always buying things for my grandson. Some I sent to him, some I got here at the house. I couldn't see it. But anyway, y'all, the funeral was going on, and so she said, I did everything. I sold my body and everything to take care of my son. I was like, oh my God. And you know what the pastor did? He went right on and started with the service. People was going up viewing about it, and I think eventually she kind of calmed down. I think it was like nervousness, and it was grief, and she didn't know how to channel her grief, because I kind of think that was disrespectful for the son and his death. But You know, you don't. What people fail to understand is you don't know how you would act in a situation like that. You know, you don't know. We can say, "Oh, I would never act like that," but given the situation and you're in it, you just don't know how you would respond. And I kind of felt, I felt sorry for her. If I would have been there, I probably would have got up and we gave her a hug because it was kind of sad. And so I guess that leads me to this discussion. We have to teach, like children. The Bible says, honor your mother and father. It doesn't specify. It doesn't give you any adjectives or qualities of what type of parent you were supposed to respect. It just say respect, honor your mother and your father. And so that's what we are. I don't know, y'all, on my hair. That's what we're commanded to do. So, like, I've heard people disrespect their parents because they say the parents didn't do nothing for them as kids and all that, but the Bible still say to honor them. We still supposed to honor our mother and father because that's what we're supposed to do. And so irregardless of how they treated you, the things that they did, honor them. Honor them just because they gave you life. And I know in certain situations it's hard. Maybe you were molested or physically abused and stuff like that. I get it. It's not something I experienced. But what I'm saying is that's why I feel like me having a relationship with Christ has put me in the best situation I've been in my life. That was so sad to me, y'all. And if I find it, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna try to find it so I could just let y'all see a clip of it. I was like, Lord have mercy. I don't know, y'all. Just kindness go a long way. It does. And the thing too is you have to love everybody. But also, you got to, when people you love are doing things that could make them possibly self-destruct, you got to love them enough to tell them. I remember Nick Cannon said, Mariah Carey, everybody around her are yes people. Yes people will watch you self-destruct on your way to hell. Because they think that anytime they tell you something you don't want to hear, they don't want to hear, then they're going to retaliate against you. A lot of people do. But I wouldn't. I thank God for the people in my life who have told me something I didn't want to hear for my benefit. I thank God for them. In fact, those type of people make me the person I am today. Yeah. All right. I holler back.
I feel the love. I feel it growing every day. I feel the love.